morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth webinar series. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Welcome in for another special webinar here. We keep staying educated and we keep learning compounding and growing. That's the motto. You come to the streams, you check it out, see if you like it. If you like my learning style, you stay. If you don't, then you can be open-minded. But you never say no to knowledge, because that's just something that somebody's putting out for you. And I like to listen to everybody, regardless of what they have to say. A different perspective is always a different way. And it doesn't mean that my way is any different from your way. It just means that I have a different way, right? So today we're going to go through a major concept, which is how to scalp, okay? And I want to kind of go through this concept with you guys because it's going to set us up for the next few streams. And I'm going to go over briefly what to expect for the next few streams because I like the prospects of, continuing on this series and giving you guys more value when you come to these streams. So the webinars are here for people who cannot afford the mentorship program, okay? And the main thing that you want to be here for is because you feel like you can't afford the mentorship course and you want to give me an attempt at teaching you some concept, and if it works for you, then I hope that you will see that this is a good long-term prospect for you. Just FYI, this couple, I think 1 hour ago, I put all the webinars into one neat little playlist now. So if you go over to my channel now and go on the playlists, you will see everything is now in growth webinars. And if you click on the full playlist here, you will get all of them here. There should be 6. Oh, I think there should be 2 more. There are 2 more because it's from this week. So today's webinar, when it's done, will appear here. And Thursday's webinar will appear here as well. So as you can see, we're doing a nice little flow over here. I'm trying to flow from concept to concept. Make sure that you guys are following a path of success here. I'm trying to follow, a systematic approach where if you go into this playlist, you'll be able to get, educated trading style and kind of develop a set of skills that you can take with you wherever you go. Okay, so that's the idea. That's the plan here. So we started off with market fundamentals and candlesticks. We moved into charting, and then we did how to create a watch list. And we said, how do you use the watch list to trade pattern breakouts? Today, we're going to go through how to scalp, which is a type of day trade. And then on Thursday, we'll go through how to day trade. And you can guess what is going to happen. Next week, we're going to go through how to swing trade and how to position trade. Okay, so next week's webinars are going to be still concentrating on the different trading styles. And I want to give you guys all the tools possible so that you guys can succeed long-term in this journey without spending a dime. The entire Everyday Growth Advisors platform was created for people who want to learn but don't have a place to go. And I want to continue putting out good free content for you guys, irregardless if you have taken the course or not. Okay, that is my focus. It has always been my focus and it will always remain my focus. Okay, so today we're going to go over scalping. And yesterday I did some scalps on Nvidia, so I want to go through what I did, how I did, where did I enter, where did I exit. I took at least 2 separate scalps here yesterday, and so that was a good setup here. I want to show you what I saw, how I saw, and what happened. But really quickly first, before I get into that, let's get into the basics of scalps really quickly, just to give you guys a lowdown. Okay, so what is scalping? Scalping is a type of a day trade. Okay, it's a type of a day trade. It falls under the day trade category. Okay, and under the day trade category, you have scalp trading, you have momentum trading, which is similar to scalp trading, except for the difference with momentum trading is you're relying on external factors such as flow and also signals. Okay. And then you have day trading, which is a day trade, right? And then the moment that any one of these are exceeding more than 1 day, this becomes a swing trade. Okay? So the definition of a day trade is to be closed out within the day. And the scalp is a micro day trade. What you're really looking for in a scalp are a couple of important concepts. So how do you go about scalping? The first thing is you need volume. Okay, volume is one of the most key concepts that you have to have in order for a successful scalp. The reason why you need volume is because this relates to increased volatility. Okay, and for volatility, what this means is that there are a total more number of buyers and sellers. We want to be able to get in and out very quickly. Okay? And if you can't get in and out quickly, that's going to cause issues for you. Therefore, high volatility, tight spreads, and last but not least, a breakout or a chart pattern breakout. Okay, it also can be a support and resistance breakout. Okay, so you need to have all of these in order to have a successful scalp trade. Many people do scalping wrongly and end up losing a bunch of money. Okay, and so I'm about to show you what the usual way is, and then I'm about to show you what my way is. Now remember, when you attend this webinar, I'm teaching you my methods. It's not necessarily going to be that, oh, T's method is the only method. There are many ways to scalp, okay? And you may be successful in scalping in your own way. But I'm here to show you my method and how it has worked for me over the years, okay? I scalp all the time. And there is a lot of different things that I look for while scalping that really assist me with doing this. So if you want to learn what it is, have an open mind, attend this webinar, and then you can see what or how it's done. Okay, so yesterday with Nvidia at the market open, and oh sorry, I forgot to mention something very important for scalping here. Time frame for scalping. You want to always do between 1 minute to 5 minutes. Now 1 minute is the chosen one for me personally. 5 minute can be less anxiety, but then at the same time you may get an inaccurate signal. Okay, but you can see over here, let me give you an example. Look at this chart pattern. On the 1 minute you have a lot of information. On the 5 minute the information gets kind of condensed. Okay, now this isn't a bad time frame to use neither, but the only thing is you will be able to refine your entry and exits better with the 1 minute chart. Okay, so this is how I would go about recognizing that something is, first of all, scalpable. Okay, and this is when I recognized that it was scalpable yesterday for Nvidia, right? So the first few minutes open up here. I want to say the first 10 minutes or so, right? And you can see, let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about here. There we go, much better. Okay, so this is a much zoomed in view of the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes. Okay, the first 11 minutes in Nvidia would have told you that this is scalpable. Okay, so what am I looking out for? I'm looking out for high volume, high volatility, and I'm looking out for the fact that the volume is increasing. Okay, so can we tell if volume is increasing just alone from this bar? No, we can't. Remember, these green bars over here, they don't tell you enough information. It tells you the total amount of buyers and sellers. Yeah, this may be a bullish volume bar, but you don't know for sure. Okay, but you can confirm by looking at OBV here, which is heavily pointing upward here, and you can see that OBV from the previous time frame, the previous candle here went from what, 2% ish to up here, which is about 4%. So there was a increase in volume here, which means to say volume flowed in. Volume in. Okay, when OBV is pointing upward and it's skewed upward, you know it's volume in. Okay, now when after this there was a consolidation for 2 minutes before another uptrend here. This is where I entered the first scalp. Okay, this over here on the pullback, The first pullback is where I scalped for a very small position because I was already anticipating with this big volume coming in, the first 3 minutes with a nice volume bar, I could take a scalp to the upside. I was sure that Nvidia would be capable of pushing up there. That was my first entry. Okay, and then I set a stop loss below, very quickly, a stop loss below where the day began. Okay, just in case it comes down, it will close me out and I'll make a loss if it breaks. It decides to go for the gap fill instead. You have to manage your losses. Remember that, okay? Write that up. Move your stop loss higher. Move your stop loss higher. Right? And then it started to consolidate sideways and I got out. Okay? So this was a matter of 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I was out from this trade. The main focus here was, how did I know that more volume was going to come in? On the pullback over here, you can see that OBV was still higher than where it was when we opened up. So you can see that as we opened up over here, let's just say OBV is here, right? And then it goes up here, it comes down. It's exactly making a higher high and a higher low. That is a uptrend, right? That means that volume is increasing. If volume is increasing, what does that mean? That means demand is higher than supply. What happens when demand is higher than supply? Prices go up. Okay, so that's a quick little tip on how you can use OBV and volume together to fine-tune these entries and exits here. Okay, the second time that I scalped Nvidia was right over here. Okay, after I saw a whole bunch of volume come in and I saw a consolidation phase, I decided that I would enter the trade again and take it to play this to the upside where it's going to test the top resistance of the day again. Okay, a quick little scalp from here to here and I was out within at least 2 minutes. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes, I was out. Big position size here. Why? Because I was expecting it to do a continuation upward. Okay, so that is the basic mechanics of how you're going to observe a scalp. But the most important thing is never enter on the impulsive wave. The main focus here, which is what I'm trying to teach you, is you never enter on the impulsive wave. People always enter on the impulse wave, okay? And this increases the price of your contract. And then you enter when IV is super high. Now, granted that on a scalp, majority of your contracts are going to be expensive, you need to understand that what you can do is control the outcome of IV in your favor. So what do? You wait for the wave up and the consolidation back down, and that's where you enter. The IV is going to be a little lower than it was up here, remember. And then you get another wave up, and people always try to scalp on the way up. This is a bad way to scalp. This is not the right way to scalp, okay? People think that it's easy, and that's why I'm here to fix this for you guys. People think that you scalp on the way up. You don't scalp on the way up. This is where the prices of the contracts are super high. And second of all, what kind of a contract are you taking? If you saw Nvidia going up like this, what do you take? Do you take, so let's get a little vote in the chat going. Okay, I want to know your consensus here. If let's say you saw this volume come in the morning, right? And then you were thinking, okay, I'm going to enter here. You picked the right entry. Well, what strike are you going to buy? What strike? Are you going to buy the 475 strike, which is at the money? Are you going to buy the 472 strike, which is in the money? Or are you going to go and take the 480 strike, which is out the money? That's the next question you got to ask yourself. What kind of a contract are you going to go for? Okay, you're going for a scalp, all right? So answer this question real quick in the chat. I want to see what you guys have to say as well. And that will be interesting. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome, guys. Welcome into the stream. I appreciate if you're here. If you could smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream so far. I really appreciate if you can smash the like button. If you find the content useful, you find this engaging, let me know in the comments as well. Let me know in the chat, okay? All right, a lot of people here saying in the money, and I like that. I'm guessing, I feel like majority of you guys are from the EGA mentorship course. At the money, in the money, slight in the money, Okay, the right answer here is in the money. And the reason for doing so is simple. What benefits do you get from buying a in the money contract versus the out the money and at the money? You have to observe this and you have to understand the Greeks to get a hold of this, okay? Delta is what you want to harness when you are scalping. Why? You're sure of the direction. Okay? You are sure of the direction and you are sure of the momentum. Which means to say you know that this is going up. If you know the direction and you know the momentum, then delta is the most, okay, first of all, at the money, okay, what is the highest here? Gamma is the highest here at the money. Okay? What does that mean? That means when gamma is high, that means that delta fluctuation is the highest. Do you want a contract to have a high fluctuation of delta when you're scalping? Absolutely not. At the money is the absolute worst that you want to choose. Okay? You never want to take at the money for a scalp contract because what happens is it's like you're entering a door and you have 1 foot in and you have 1 foot out. Okay? You're trying to get through the door, but the problem is that the volatility is so high at the money that delta fluctuates like a crazy person. So your delta goes from 0.5 to 0.4 and jumps back and forth, and that causes your contract to lose value and gain value very quickly. Okay? Therefore, at the money is absolutely out. Out the money will give you a good risk to reward, but will have a lower delta. Right? It'll have a lower delta. So this is only when you're sure if the strike is going to be hit. But since you're not sure when you're scalping and you're in there for a short period of time, you want to maximize the stacking of delta. And the best way to do that is by choosing a in-the-money contract with the highest delta among all three. Okay, this is the winner. Why? It has the highest delta. The more in the money you go, the higher the delta. So choosing the in-the-money contract will have the highest delta. Okay? And therefore, when you know the direction and you know the momentum, you can stack delta very quickly. You go from if you have the 472 strike and you make it all the way to 480, you would have gained $8, which is 8 deltas. And since it is in the money, the contract will have a delta of more than 0.5 at least, if you're choosing a contract with good Greeks, right? That means you would have made 50 cents times 8, which is about $200 for this trade, excluding spikes in IV, excluding any other calculations. We're talking about red delta, just raw delta gains, okay? So that's the idea here. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see here. Okay, so that's pretty much the summary of how you can do it. Oh, somebody asked me something. Okay, let's see here. Good morning. Welcome in. Make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Good morning. Looking forward to today's lesson. Thank you for being here, Dylan. Let's get these nuggets. Hell yeah, Jason. Thank you. You know, Jason, it's funny. I just looked at an old video and I realized that you've been on the EGA live stream since day one, and I want to thank you for being here, man. It's crazy. I was just looking through an old video earlier, and I'm actually really tempted to show you guys this video. It was me doing an analysis on Facebook very long ago. Here, let me just pull it up real quickly. The first ever webinar that was held.
Look at my YouTube series,
first ever live
which,
stream.
by the way, if you haven't subscribed to, please click on the subscribe button so that you can get more.
23rd of March. That's when the first one was, which is crazy when I think about it now. And we were going through
updates and stuff.
Let's see here. Oh, maybe I'm not
but
sure if
Facebook
it was a different Jason or it was the same Jason, but I see a Jason L here. So
has an intrinsic valuation of about $260.
Funny thing is,
which, by the way, if you take valuation of updates and stuff. But Facebook has an intrinsic valuation of about $260.
And I was like, Facebook has an intrinsic valuation of $260. I wonder what Facebook's trading at today. Oh boy. Facebook's trading at, what is it trading at now? Oh, gee, what would you say? $260. Funny coincidence, but this is when Facebook was sold off at $149, and I was.
And Facebook is also going to be one of the businesses that are overlooked during this time. As people are stuck at home, what are they going to do? They're going to play games. They're going to, go talk to their friends using Facebook Messenger. Or are they going to, watch ads on Facebook, or communicate and post status updates about how White Claw is a better drink than Corona, or something stupid like that.
It's funny. This was on the 23rd of March, guys. How going through time, you find funny things like that. Really, really interesting, in my opinion. And I had already foreseen by doing the intrinsic valuation that Facebook had a valuation of about $260, and now we are there. So sometimes it does show you that doing your fundamentals right actually does make a very, very big difference. Okay, so trust your fundamental valuation, stick with them. I never sold my Facebook. I always have been holding those shares, and it's just been great. Okay, you got to just trust the process. All right, let's see. I have a couple of questions here. By the way, the Scalp webinar is now officially over. I hope that was helpful for you. Let me know if that was helpful. This is the kind of stuff that I teach on a mentorship course. Of course, this was a very small excerpt from the actual course, and the actual course goes through things in more detail. We go through more examples. We go through more in detail on how to use all the different indicators in conjunction to get the outcome that you want. Okay, so I'm giving you a little snippet on what you are to expect on the webinar, on the mentorship course. I'm sorry. Okay, good morning. Let's see here. Good morning, T. Thanks for doing this. No problem. Absolutely. Hola, amor. Hola. How do you put the percentage that is on the left side? This is for on balance volume. All you do is right click and change it to percent. Very simple. Do you use at the money strike and same week expiration? Absolutely. For expirations wise, you'll have to wait till the options webinar, which will be happening, I want to say, about 2 to 3 weeks from now. We'll go through options eventually as well. There's a very specific way that I teach about expirations and how to choose them. And it all makes sense. So you use in the money strike, first of all, for scalps. And as a general guidance, for this week, let's say, if you're trading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday and Tuesday, you can do weeklies, okay? On Wednesday, you can only do weekly till noon, 12 p.m. After noon, you have to switch to the next week expiry. So this becomes next week expiry, next week expiry. Why? Because the theta is too high and burns you every single minute of the day. Theta is being priced in by all traders, and they will let go of the contract because of that fact. So after this 12 p.m. on Wednesday, you have to take next week contracts for all of the strikes. That is the general guidance. Of course, I go much deeper into that. So yeah, I will do a separate webinar just teaching you about how to choose contracts and expiries in the future. Okay. In the money, right click area. Oh, thank you for helping her, Tanya. I appreciate you. In the money, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we are here, and we appreciate you taking the time to teach us. Thank you, Jorge. Appreciate you being here, and thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. I wish I could have you in my head talking to me every time I enter the trade. Man, that's a nice thing to say. Time to smash the like button, guys. Thank you. Yes, please smash the like button. I would really appreciate it. He peeled the onion. Absolutely. That's the EGA mentor, right? Peel the onion. That is the EGA mantra. Peel the onion. If you like the way that I teach, I hope that you will give me a chance to teach you further on the mentorship course, because honestly, the mentorship course is much more in-depth. And we had our first wave of students doing the beginner's course that we were sold out from, and look at these testimonials. My goodness, some of them are really nice. I really appreciate you guys writing these, by the way. Let me read some of them for you guys from day one today, which I just completed today. Day one, context rich, what you wanted to know and much more in an actual course like format. Great instructor, he's gifted with humor and patience. Day one, a beginner course with Neutral Tyrant was absolutely dope. So many myths busted and my ego brought back to earth. Absolutely phenomenal instruction, learned so much, can't wait for day two. EGA beginner day one has shown me a new world of trading. I learned so much in one day and it's only the first day. This class showed me that I need to throw my ego aside and set up my trades properly by planning everything and waiting for trades to come to you. There's so much going on, and T is super patient, really cares about all the students, make sure they learn and understand the material. I can't wait for the rest of the week. Day one blew my expectations. Learned so many things that I had no idea existed. TO is awesome. T is awesome at breaking down everything you need to know. I'm gonna go through a couple more here. There's a lot of them. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are very kind people for writing these down. I really, really appreciate it. In fact, I actually like this one very much. Day one of the EGA beginners course was great. Initially thought I needed the intermediate course because I have been trading for a while, fairly profitable. But I wanted to make this testimonial for those who had the same thought process as me. I have been trading options for a year, but I've been trading stocks for 4 years. This class hits on things that are still valuable to learn to become a confident trader backed with necessary fundamentals that takes years to learn. If I would have had this course to begin with and it would have cut years off my learning curve. I was told that the intermediate class hits on different things than the beginner's class, so you might be confused if you take the intermediate course before doing the beginner's course, but the value that is provided is well worth the money. You can guarantee higher returns, smaller losses applying these teachings, and it was also a positive. I got to learn the training benefit of TradingView since I always use TOS, but these are things you want to learn about when you're endlessly searching for a trading strategy only to find how to buy a call option on YouTube. I really appreciate this testimonial because it hits all the notes that I try to explain majority of the time. You go on YouTube trying to find something and then you end up with bullcrap videos, and that's really frustrating sometimes. So that's why I created this course. Are there other ways during the day that alerts when a ticker is scalable? Well, TradingView has an alert system here. Like, for example, you're waiting for this to break out, you can right click, you can add an alert, but I believe it's only for premium though. You need to have premium, TradingView premium. They charge you otherwise. Fantastic, you even check your previous videos. Yeah, Thomas, I like to do that from time to time to kind of, see where I am with things. What's the name of the tool that gives you the red and green dotted line? That is the support and resistance pattern smart indicator. You can get it for free. Click on the FX up here and type pattern smart. And you can use it. It's called the swing high, low support and resistance. What it does is it helps you draw support and resistance without you needing to do yours. I must mention that it's not always 100% accurate. I also still draw my own support and resistance line sometimes. Like, for example, this would be an interim resistance or support level here. So that would be another level that you can draw in yourself, like for a SOAP, right? Okay, so how do you move your OBV upwards? All you do is you take it from down and you grab it. It's going to appear like this on the bottom. What you do is you grab it and pull it to the top, and that's it. Oops. Grab the wrong one. Grab it and pull it to the top, and that's it. And then you change the scale here to percent on the left side. Click percent and you're done. Okay, is right at open the best time to scalp? Sometimes you gotta wait, sometimes right at open. That's how it is. It depends on the scenario. Yeah, man, I just started option trading in March, and you were the only one that seemed like you genuinely wanted to reach people how to be successful with option trading. Thank you for saying that, Jason. I really do appreciate it. And having people who are here from day one, it really shows me that you guys trust me and you really believe in me. So I want to say thank you very much for being a loyal viewer. I'm gonna definitely do something in the future to show my appreciation. RB reviewing Intel. That's going to be for tomorrow's stream, Thomas. I appreciate you asking me about this. We will be doing the fundamental analysis on Intel tomorrow again. Okay. Very helpful. Thank you, Zoraida. I appreciate that. People charge like $1,500 for lessons like these, right? Well, unfortunately, apparently you're the only one who knows this because people still don't turn up for the webinars, even after the fact that they charge so much money on it on the outside. And personally, as I've said, I am all for creating a platform where people can come and learn this stuff for free. Okay, I don't believe in overcharging people. I think knowledge should be free and rampant. That's the best way that things should be done. Okay, my parents taught me very long ago that the more knowledge you share, the more knowledge you gain. All right, and I will forever hold that true to my personality. You share knowledge, you gain knowledge. Look, by me holding all this information back, I'm not getting any richer. Okay, if I know something and I don't share it with you, I don't get richer. In fact, this piece of the pie is so big that everybody can make money. Okay, so I find it stupid when people charge $1,500 for lessons like this. I think it should be free and easy. If you want to join the mentorship course, that's a completely different experience altogether, right? The reason why people are so appreciative and give such great testimonials is because of everything that I cover. It's a holistic approach. Okay, it's from the start to the end. That's the reason why people like the mentorship course. Okay, what does the term delta stack mean? I hear it often. What that means is that you're trying to stack delta as quickly as possible. Every time a contract goes $1 up in value, every time the underlying stock price goes up $1 in value, your delta of the contract goes up by 1 factor. Because delta moves per dollar of the underlying. If delta goes up, if the price of the stock goes up by $1, delta goes up by a factor of 1. So you want to stack as many deltas as possible when you're scalping. That's the basic idea. What do you think about Tesla today? I have no comments. I see that it's up again, and it's great that it's up. That's my comment. This is great. Thanks, T. No problem, Jake. Appreciate it. Idiot sandwich. That first EGA class. Yes, Sarah, you do know that. Thank you so much. No problem. Can you show your chart indicators? There is a video on chart indicators. Go look at market fundamentals and actually, hold on. I think it's intro to charting. I go through all my indicators on this one. So go watch it. Go watch this video and you will know a full breakdown of my indicators. This one, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Share the knowledge, Singaporean spirit. Absolutely. Thomas, are you from Singapore? That would be awesome. Okay, I missed it. So all these videos are on your YouTube. Thanks in advance. Yes, they are all on my YouTube right now. If you go to this one playlist, it's called The Growth Webinars. It's right here. I made a playlist so that you guys can have everything in one place instead of going to find it all over the place. If you go to my channel, click on playlists, you'll see it right here. There's the webinars there, even podcasts, and there are videos that you can watch in your free time. Okay. Could you go over different indicators you have on your charts and how to set them out? Hassan, go watch this video called The Intro to Charts. Or yeah, it should be Introduction to Charting. That's the video. A bullish power that will continue for a watch that cycle. One. That will give you my indicator setup. Sharing this with my group. Thank you very much, Zoraida. Thank you for sharing. Good morning. How much money do we need to start scalping? I would say you need at least $2.5 grand at the minimum. That's the amount I would go with. DJ Wilson, he's using OBB. Okay, thank you for sharing that. I'll check out. Yes, please watch that video. Heck yeah, I found out a Singaporean as well. Yesterday, stimulus news stream. Yeah, man. Actually, I met a couple of Singaporeans here in Singapore just not long ago. We went and have dinner at Fullerton. It was great. And so, yeah, I hope that we can meet more Singaporeans. Okay, guys. Well, that is the end of today's webinar. I want to keep these short and sweet. It's been running for about 30 plus 40 minutes almost. As I told you, you attend these webinars. They're short and sweet. If you like my teaching style, keep attending them. You'll learn over time. You compound, you learn, you grow, okay? And what will happen? You will pick up these skills. If you want to watch them after, you can go to the playlist. They will all be on the playlist as well. So you can watch them anytime you want. Share them with your friends. Candlesticks show you the price momentum pushing up. And whenever you have a candlestick with no wick, a missing wick. Okay? If you smash the like button, it's going to get YouTube's algorithm to share the content with other people. And the best thing you can do for me, even if this webinar is free and you don't want to donate something to the channel, just smash the like button. That's all I ask for you, because that's going to help this reach other people And that's all I want. I want people to gain access to this free knowledge that I'm putting out for people. Okay. Alrighty then. Tomorrow we will be continuing all on for the Intel fundamental analysis. The stream's already been queued up for that one. Make sure that you tune in. We'll be going over the fundamental analysis for Intel, which is going to be here, this one right here. This one right here, Fundamental Wednesday. So make sure that you set a reminder for this stream, which will be happening tomorrow. And then what we'll do is do a fundamental breakdown of Intel, and that should give you guys a nice little insight further. And that will be the pre-market stream tomorrow as well. And then Thursday, we'll have a video on how to day trade, which is a little different from scalping, okay? And we'll go through what is the difference as well, all right? So I hope to see you there. Thank you for attending the stream today. Make sure you smash the like button once again. Subscribe if you haven't. This is a pure educational stream, so I hope that you guys are going to have a great Tuesday. Have a good one, guys. Peace and much love to you all. Thank you for attending. See you guys.